Hi, everyone.
Hello. Do you
Welcome
know
to episode 12.
it's our 12th episode of our podcast based on a 12-minute conversation? And I don't want to get all Taylor Swift about it, but I love that kind of symmetry.
That's right. This is going to be the final episode of season one.
Yes,
Yes.
season one, which I love. I love this, the completion of it. I love celebrating the try
Yeah.
of of trying something new and then sort of marking the moment of like 12 episodes is a lot.
Yeah.
It's been
It's a
really
lot of Zoom
extraordinary.
time. It's a lot of editing and GarageBand.
That's you. I want to be very clear that Steph does all of that. I show up and get to talk to my best friend and occasionally send her texts about what subjects I want to talk about or explore. And but yeah, Steph, you are the real producer here. I'm just talent. I'm
Um,
producer. I get my credit card number.
yeah. No, I've loved every minute of it. What we thought we would do is kind of go through a few things that have just like an overview of the season, like what it's meant to us, what we've learned. And I'll start with one.
Yeah,
I
please.
was really, really, really craving a creative outlet in my life. I'm happy where I am. I'm very grateful for my job and the successes I'm having.
Hmm.
I'm not missing auditioning or being creative in that way as a singer and an actor,
That's
but I
good.
was missing creating. And I think that's something I'm learning about myself is that I'm a creator, whether I'm
Hmm.
making my money in real estate, in theater, or in fitness.
Yeah,
And this has
you
given me
are.
that back.
And you're good at it. It's been so easy in
Yeah.
terms of just of creation of like I think we both had some like built up um creative reservoirs of
Yeah.
like I can't wait to do something with this. And for a long time we've wanted to do something with each other
Yeah. And
since we were
I don't think we knew what it was. I mean, we said this in the first episode, like we knew we
yeah.
wanted to do something, and then thank goodness that article was written.
Right? I know because the last time we worked together it was at a bar in South Bend, Indiana.
That's right, doing Coaches a musical. Um, the other thing I would like to say is that one thing that I'm very grateful for that we embarked on this journey is has given me so much time with you.
Yeah. I totally agree. The time with each other has been so special, and the time in between the episodes
Yeah.
is higher quality, I would say. You know, like the connectivity, it's brought us a lot closer to the everyday moments of our lives.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
if anybody listening can afford 30 minutes a week on a Zoom call with one of their best friends, do it.
yeah.
You don't have to record. It's just worth it.
It's been as beneficial as therapy, and it's free.
Well, I find you so eloquent in like and how you share your thoughts.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously, I think you have a really natural way of like explaining what's going on in your head and your heart. And I really like listening to it and it helps me. I think it's helping me put together my thoughts a little bit more clearly too.
I think I couldn't agree. I mean, thank you. First of all, that was a lovely, lovely compliment. I find your questions so insightful and curious and helpful in reflecting what you sense the person is trying to get towards in terms of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So in talking to you, you ask really insightful questions, and I think it pushes the understanding, my own understanding and everyone else's further. So I appreciate that.
Oh, great. That's lovely. Thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
we were also talking about the in-between time. I feel like this has been an outlet to have somewhere to send like the thoughts we have throughout the week. That's been a gift I wasn't expecting to like,
Mhm.
oh, this might be something Elaine and I can talk about. Then I shoot you a text or a voice memo or something and
Yeah,
do the same.
I couldn't agree more. It's sort of re-engineered how I view social media, where I might use social media to share a thought or a rant or, you know, something that is on my mind, now I have an avenue to do it in a much healthier way. For me, a
Hmm.
much healthier way to talk about it with you, to talk about it with anyone who wants to reach out, and everyone is invited to weigh in.
Yeah.
Um, it's much healthier time on social media for me to be working on this.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
been thinking about that a lot too, about how I can, and we have our own social media page for the podcast itself, but how I can even direct my engagement that I choose to have on my social media towards this. Because I mean, does anybody really care about my sweet potato crusted egg bakes?
I do. I thought it looked delicious.
It was delicious. I actually made it for
I
a
have
friend.
to have sweet potatoes to lower my cholesterol. So
That's right. Um, One thing I'm really excited about that's been kind of unfolding as the season has progressed is the opportunity and prospect of a community that we can build with this. And
yeah.
one thing that we've both shared in different ways is that we have heard from. I put a post actually like the second or third episode. I was like, wait, I'm in a St. Mary's College Facebook group that I never use.
Yes,
And so I
yes.
went in there and I was like, hey, Alaina Higginbotham, Money Garmin, and I are
All the last names.
yeah. Um, have started a podcast and I put the first link or whatever. I can't remember what I did. And I got so many comments right away. And a lot of them have followed us and commented and given us suggestions. And what
Yeah.
did you say like a few minutes ago before we recorded about the connecting
It
with
was,
these women again? You said it's so beautiful.
yeah. It's such a gift to have an opportunity to reunite with these women that I wish I could go back and have more time with.
Yeah.
So and reconnecting them with them in a new way. And it cuts through all the like, so how you been for the last 35 years? It's more of, I heard you say this and it made me feel like this, and I have the same problem, or I have a different problem, and here's how I feel. And I love these women that we went to college with in a way that is special,
Hmm.
in a way that is precious to me, and in a way that makes me feel safe if I've talked to you in the past 5 years or 20 years or 35. Like, you automatically are front of the line. I want to look you in the eyes and thank you for being kind to the 19-year-old version of myself that was just still figuring it all out.
Yeah.
But all of these women from St. Mary's have been like the ultimate joy of this connection.
It's funny, anytime I got a comment from one of them or their name popped up on some screen, I would have an immediate flashback to the 19 to 22-year-old version of these people that I remember them, right?
Yeah,
Like walking through campus or through the dorm or in the dining hall or whatever it was.
yeah.
And I've never been to a St. Mary's reunion. I've never really wanted to. But now
And
I kind of want to have my own version of one.
right, exactly. We have this like very fun reunion that fits
Yeah.
with all of our lives and all of our, big, beautiful, busy, insane lives. And these women are as incredibly accomplished as they told us that we would be on day one. Like, all of the things that they told us that we would do as graduates of St. Mary's College, I feel like came
Mm,
true. These women are extraordinary. And I'm so grateful that this has allowed us to reconnect with a lot of them.
yeah. Um, Speaking of community, one thing I wanted to share is that I think by default, over the years of me being in New York and LA and back and pursuing a life in theater and building a business and things like that, that like I feel like you've had, I could be wrong, but I feel like you've been able to like get a sense of my community in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because like theater is like it's something that you kind of know about, right? Like it's tangible and that like you're like I saw Hamilton or I understand what Wicked is or like you get I don't know. I don't know if this is making any sense. But I had no insight at all into your community.
The
And what's
home
been
building.
really of home builders and what's been really beautiful is whether you have been these people's mentor, boss, or they've been that to you, their engagement in this has been really wonderful.
It is a lovely, lovely group of people in home building. Home building is sort of, well, people reveal themselves in any community, like attracts like,
Yeah.
right? And so I hope that this is a reflection of what I'm attracting is what I'm radiating, and this like really helpful reflections and participation and engagement and this subscribing to the mentality of win-win.
Mm,
I'm doing a podcast. It's not about home building, but my home building friends are listening
yeah.
and giving me encouragement or reflection or excitement. And it's such a gift. I think I find the home building community very supportive, and I've been in it for, 22, 21 years, 22 almost.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to see that. And especially as I've pulled back from my role
Mhm.
on the org chart, right? And, looking at what I've created and the impact hopefully I've made within this industry and will continue to make in some ways. But yeah, they're a lovely group of people.
Well, they are, and something that's coming to me right now. So go with me on this.
Okay.
As friends, you and I have spent a lot of my adult life in pursuit of something. We all have.
Right.
But I've also been primarily single doing it. So I have had, and I don't mean that like as a woe is me, a lot of, I feel like, how do I want to say this? For some reason, I feel like you have been, I'm using the word better, and that's not the right word, better at asking about or learning about my community. And I don't know if it's because I don't have a lot of people, for whatever, I don't know how to explain this. And I'm sorry, this is like the least eloquent version of me on our final episode, but I feel like I'm just now learning all the things of your life in your building community and in your job and in your company. I've known what you do. I know about fresh paint. I know about
Yeah.
things. I've been in your houses, but like really,
I think that's totally like that. There's never been a day in my life where I was like, I wish Steph would ask me more
no, no, no. And
questions.
I don't think that's the case. I'm just trying to figure out like in like a communication thing, like maybe it's just
Yeah.
like we didn't talk about it as much because when we would talk, it'd be like, how are the kids? How's the things? What's this?
Right.
What's that? And
We
for
had
me, it
limited
was always
time.
like I had an audition. I did that. Like
Right.
the
We
things
had,
I shared were about my job. The things you
yeah,
shared were more about your family and what was going on in your life in that capacity. And now
yeah.
that we're at the age we are, we both get to share more around like, I don't know. Is this, I don't know if this is
Well, our occupations are so much closer now.
true.
Home building and real estate are siblings,
Right.
right? And so I think you gained much more knowledge about my career from your career.
Yeah.
And it sort of illuminated like, oh, I think things fall into place because my time with you, I don't want to spend, reliving the negotiation I was just in or whatever.
Right.
It's just
Right.
not what comes top of mind, but now it does, and sort of in reflection
Yeah.
and conviction for us. But no,
Yeah.
that's it's a
It's
it,
kind of I had kind of messy in my description, but it was all meant to be to be good. Um,
in
I
the
also
spirit
want to
of all of
just
that.
I also just want to end this. I'm gonna put a bow on this by saying one thing that I've always been really admired in you, and you don't have to tell me anything you've admired in me, but you can if you want. But
Okay.
is the amount of giving back that you do to
Oh,
community and to um human rights organization. Like you do so much that has nothing to do, well, Habitat for Humanity has to do with homes, but you do
yeah,
so much giving back and you've also taken such leadership in building a work environment that's inclusive. And a
yeah.
lot of people don't do that. And I
It's
just admire you guys so much for that.
Thank you. It is the greatest privilege to be in a position to get to do that. These are all get tos. I get to give back because my company's been successful. I get to you know, give money to causes and say yes to people who call me asking for a house because I was in a position to say yes. And it's like the greatest, one of the greatest uses of money. And there's, it's a celebration of your success to be able to pay it forward in ways that are meaningful to people. And money without purpose is a little soulless
Yeah.
to me personally.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel empty if I'm not finding a way to share and celebrate and, you know, move it all forward.
Yeah.
It's more fun for me. It's a selfish endeavor to give
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
for me, for sure, and to build inclusive communities and to make sure that I'm making space for people to want to work at Garment Homes and do their best work there because they can be their whole self.
Yeah. I think it's incredible.
Thanks. It's been the joy of my life for sure.
But
Second to being my children's mom.
yeah. You guys, this is going to wrap up episode 12.
Season 1.
Season 1, episode 12. Hint, hint, there might be a little bonus episode dropping next week. But we just thank you so much for listening and for sharing and for reaching out to us. We've only just begun.
I'd love to hear if anybody, is inspired to share their reflections of this first 12 episodes. Please do and reach out to us or comment and yeah, what's been helpful? What did you hear? What unlocked something? Did you have an aha moment? Would you like to contribute something for season 2? We're here and
Sure.
we're excited that you're here too.
Thank you guys so much for listening today and always.
If you needed that, please share it with someone else who might need it too.
All right, bye.
Bye.